Stop it. Shh. The car came up behind me. I was alone, and the young man, shotgun nearest to me, screamed at the top of his voice as he whizzed past in the vehicle with his head stuck out the window, his eyes suspended medallions, catching the sun and blinding mine. I made sure to keep my walk pretty, to not let show the lurch of my heart. I shook my head. I kept poise, but I also could have chased the car, cursing at the top of my voice. I just didn't show that. It's always a toss-up what I will show. I can be ugly. I can be to have my arms forced to hug me. Do it to me. I'll turn mummy that way and call it blessing. My own arms around me. Any way you assault my flesh, I stay me. If you part my head from my body, the me is cached where you cannot get it. I know they cannot hunt me. Most will not go so far and so settle to spook, find any way to punish.
Well, a poem it can be, sort of abstract, and the language can be different, very unfamiliar, but a poem is also very human. It comes up from, at least for me, from emotions, strong emotions, and real life experiences, and insights, whatever little insights I've managed to have for myself that I want to share.
I would say that not to be afraid of poetry, and I would say that you don't have to analyze a poem. You can read a poem the same way, or listen to a poem in the same way that you would look at a painting that you love. Just go into that world and let yourself be there and be inside the world that the artist creates. And once you're there, it'll change your perception. And so from there, you can write your own poems.
Wow. There's so much to discover about yourself and your world through literature and through writing. It really is. There's the thing about poetry is that it slows you down. It allows you to contemplate. One of the things that we keep insisting upon in this culture is that we speed, that we really go fast, that we have to sort of like achieve, and we really got to move fast, and you only have a narrow window of time in order to do these things. And we just keep layering that on people. And poetry gives you actually the ability to not only stop and think and contemplate, but also stop and think and contemplate somebody else, right? So when you pick up a book of poetry, you're picking up another person.
My poetic interests, poems that speak to racial issues, and poems that speak to spirit. And I didn't say spirituality, and I don't mean religion. I mean spirit as an entity. The spirits of objects, the spirits of people who once had bodies, the spirits of ideas, the spirits of places, the spirits of trees, those kind of spirits.
I think Octavio Paz, the Nobel Prize winning writer from Mexico, I think said it fairly succinctly. He said in older societies, or in ancient societies, poetry was at the center of society. But with the advent of modernity, poetry was exiled to the outskirts, and along with it, the best of humanity was exiled to the outskirts. Poetry is dealing with elemental issues oftentimes. It's trying to get to the heart of the matter. Trying to peel back the layers of the onion, and trying to help us as individuals and as a society figure out what it means to be human, and how to interact in the world in a compassionate way.
I know the hour where the night birds sing with morning. Someone told me old souls are born in winter, closest to the new year. Someone told me very young that red berries could kill us, They are meant for the birds. They are meant for snakes alone in the field. The yellow flowers are brown-eyed. The fence birds are blue. I asked the last boy, when would you have said you loved me? He said, I was waiting for you. I said, what would you have done if I did? He said, I would not have said it back. I am looking for a scene cut with colors, blue storm over wheat field, the black trees beyond. I am waiting for a man who pulls back the woods where the owls cry out in day, for the way he pulls my hair, my mouth away from his.